Hello everyone. I had a long travel. I arrived in Bali yesterday. I'm in Bali. And I had no idea. Nobody told me. And I was I was surprised. I've been overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Fruit. I'll tell you about that in a second. So when I got here, it was really cool. The airport is, there's nobody in the airport. It's not a busy airport, at least when I showed up. And I showed up about 3:30 in the afternoon. And I didn't know this. I can also use it for some lip stuff. I just realized that next time I get that fruit, I'm gonna put it around my lips. So, it's crazy. I already watched videos of the driving over here, and it's nuts. It's nuts. Feel free to watch a video. I am going to put up some videos. I took some videos of the drive, and I told the driver, hey, can I sit in front, or do you want me to sit in back? He's like, whichever. I was like, okay, I'll sit in front so I can see. And he forgot about the driving. 5 minutes later, I was in my head going, oh, I should have sat in the back seat. I literally caught myself reacting. I'm all, oh shit, I couldn't help it though. Oh God, he's all calm and everything. Like, it's just the way they drive over here. It was a festival. Okay, I'll have to tell you more about this later. But it was the Balinese New Year, which is, there's a name for it. And it has to do with the lunar calendar. And it's very Hindu over here. And from the airport all the way to where I'm staying had like different neighborhoods in different areas, like along the route. They were all building the same kind of floats. In America, this is the only thing I know, that there's probably a name for what they're doing, but the best that I can say is that they are like floats, but not on wheels. There's like these bamboo structures, and they build these creatures on these bamboo structures, and then young boys, lots, like 4, like, I don't know, 10 to 12 boys pick these things up, and they do all kinds of crazy stuff with them, it turns out. So there was a lot of partying, but not with alcohol. Well, I don't know, maybe some areas, but drums and some things like that, and I got pictures of it. So I was already really overwhelmed because I lived in Hawaii, and I stopped in Taiwan over here, but I didn't go out into Taiwan. I was just in the airport. It matters. It matters that I didn't go out and about, but that would have been too much, in the little time I had to try to escape the airport. But so I don't know what Taiwan looks like on the ground. But I lived in Hawaii, and that's still part of America. So there was structure and organization. Maybe there's structure and organization out here, but it is not. Not comparable. And so it's a little third worldish. I hate that word, but underdeveloped is the polite word. And so between the driving and the undevelopedness of it, It reminds me of Mexico, you know, like, except it's a different culture, you know, but as far as the undevelopedness, and I mean, even Mexico has some structure compared to us, you know, here. So I was really overwhelmed, and the mugginess. It's not that hot as far as I think I looked it up and it's like 73, but very humid. So Hawaii was on an average of upper 70s to low 80s. Like, it was usually around 80 degrees in Hawaii, and that was about the standard. And if it got to be down after a while, after I was living there, when it got down to be about 78, I would look for a sweater, put some jeans on and go out or something like that. Anyway, so then we're driving along, and then there's this festival that's setting up to block off all the streets, because then they do like those float parades, and everybody's getting really happy and ready to do everything. And oh God, it was just straight overwhelmed, and plus I'm very tired from the travel. And it's just like this, and just can't wait to get to my hotel room and go to sleep. So in the cab ride, here's me, like, okay, it was kind of like I am right now. I've been sleeping in jail as much as I can. So hopefully I'll catch up. I gave myself 3 days to catch up before my program starts. So here's me in the taxi. I'm like, just getting off the plane. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get to my hotel room. Can't wait to go to sleep. Here's me in the cab. Holy shit, man. Anyways, he said that he was driving kind of fast, so we could get out of the area before the streets really closed down. It was like, nobody told me when I was coming in or what was going on and everything like that. So the cab driver didn't speak really much English, and so it wasn't until I got here that somebody was like, okay, so this is a festival, and it's like Balinese New Year, and you know, so then I looked it up, came across a great article about it. It's like, okay, well, this would have been in my head. I was like, this would have been great to know before I came, but kind of ironic. So the article said it's a really, really great time to visit Bali, because it's a part of the cultural stuff that is important to know about and see. Travelers typically like to join in on that kind of stuff, or watch it and that kind of stuff. So I think it's very interesting. So the day I landed, just randomly, like I chose randomly, not very randomly, but kind of randomly. There's some timing that was involved in all my planning, but it's just very interesting. So I watched that for a little bit, and then came to my room and tried to go to sleep, but there was so much noise, and I don't know how long it lasted for. I just put my earplugs in and my pillow over my ear and my head, and then it's just like, this barely helps. I mean, there was a dog barking. Oh my God, I'm so tired, it's crazy. And I already gotten into my head that I was going to be in a lot of peacefulness at my hotel or accommodations. And so today I've slept all day long, but there really isn't anything to do other than sleep, because as a part of this tradition, they have the festival, and then the next day is also a holy day where there is you're not allowed to come outside your yards or your house or whatever. There's nobody in the streets. You're not allowed to walk. You're not allowed to take a walk on the streets. You're not allowed to drive. You're not allowed to do business, so you can't open your business. They cut off all the internet So you can't, there's no leisure, there's no like, you're not allowed to do anything that's like, you're supposed to just be meditating all day long. Here's the story, you're supposed to be meditating all day long. So I have been sleeping because I was going to do that anyways, but, so luckily it's really quiet today, and yeah. So far I'm not that into the food, however, although I really like fruit. There's been some good fruit, but the other stuff is interesting. I'm glad I'm tasting it, but it's interesting, different. So we'll see how the food ends up going. I did take a picture of one of my breakfast this morning, and then I got a lunchbox, and I had some potatoes and something that tasted like jicama, but I didn't think it was jicama. And then, I don't know what these things are, you know, so I can't tell you. I can't tell you what I'm eating. All I can do is just taste it and be like, okay, I could take a few more bites of this. But so far, my palate is like, But, that's fine, because, you know, I got a belly to lose. I got a belly to get off of me, you know, so, I can start, walking with my head high again. Okay, I don't know, tomorrow, because I don't want to walk around here and take a video. Everybody's okay over here, like they're talking and stuff. You're not even supposed to talk to people apparently, you say, but what are they supposed to do, you know? And so I'm just not going to walk around and take any videos today, but I will be taking some videos of here, and since I'm not posting this right away, it won't matter because you won't even know. Okay, I don't know when I'm going to post these videos from Bali though, because I don't know, I just want to stay in the moment and not be posting. I don't mind doing the videos because it's documenting and I don't have to write. I can just do the video, which is great. I prefer that. I've done a lot of writing in my life, so I prefer just doing the video and documenting it for myself this way and then sharing it if that's what I end up doing. Alright. So, you know what I've been noticing? I need to whiten my teeth, but I can't really whiten. Like, I gotta go sunning it. See, this is an implant because I knocked my tooth out. I knocked my tooth out like having an accident, like I fell when I was a child. So, and then this one got messed up at a pool because I was running at a pool and fell. Broke this fake tooth again, and then this one cracked. So, anyways, it's not so easy to whiten anything, but anyway. Alright. Talk to everyone later. Safety and wellness, and I'm going back to sleep.